even if we're breaking down, we're gonna find a way to break through. Even if we can't find heaven, I will walk through hell with you. Love, you're not alone. I'm gonna stand by you. Those words radiated out of every cell in my body 6 years ago on the dance floor at our wedding celebration while I lip-sync performed to my beloved. And those words still ring true with great passion today. What a pair we are. We have stood in life's storms, clear skies, still dancing in our hearts, even when our bodies can't reach the dance floor. We both share the similarity of being extremely sensitive beings. And with that comes a whole lot of health challenges in the last 8 years that we have been together. I'm gonna stand by you is an understatement. How about I'm going to cry by you, I'm going to hold you up, I'm going to hold you, I'm going to see you, I'm going to show you the power and light that you are back to you. I am going to accept you. Now, what comes with that when you accept another? You accept a little bit more of yourself. Now, 6 years ago, we were on the Oregon coast and we wrote in the sand our vows. We commit. And as our footprints walked away and the ocean waves took those words with her, those words, that essence, that feeling never went away. Now let's go back 10 years ago when I was single. And I got sent to Italy from the universe to write, receive my children's book. Today I climb my tallest tree, about a girl who follows her heart and trusts it. Now, while I was there, I really knew and felt I was planting the seeds in my heart and on the soil about my new soul purpose and my new soul partner. I really felt my partner's essence. I would dream about my partner. I knew my partner was going to arrive soon when I went back to the American soil. I also was discovering about the power of saying your affirmations out loud. Because when you say your affirmations out loud, you get to feel how you actually feel about them in your body. Does your body expand? Does your body contract? So, okay, I'm gonna try this on here. So I'm walking the hills in Italy and saying a few little lyrics that were coming to me. And the first one that came to me is, I am ready to be a wife to the love of my life. Yeah, okay, my body expanded there. So I kept walking the hills saying this. And then another one wanted to sneak on in there. So I tried that one on. Okay, here we go. I am ready to be with the love of my life, who is my wife. Never said that before out loud, nor done that. And my body expanded. So I said it again. And I walked the hills in Italy, and what was great is nobody knew my name. I got to be in Europe and try on this new way, if you know what I mean. Well, so growing up, I was a little confused. I honestly, genuinely loved men. I was in many relationships with them and almost married a few. But I would have this, what about that? What about trying on a relationship with the same sex? Never did. But while I was in Italy, it was, let's try this on. Let's be this new way, unexpected way of Cara. Yes. So it was time to return to the American soil. And I knew I am psychic. I knew it was going to happen fast. I returned and I saw this woman. She said, "Hey, you got an illustrator for your book?" Nope. I know someone. She referred me to a local artist, called them up. Just by their voice alone, I knew this is it. It's going to happen. Am I ready for this? And there was a charge between us, if you know what I mean, and they totally felt it too. It was a woman. We go to the coffee shop to talk about the book, and right when I see her, I think, oh God, thank you, God. And I totally know you. You're so familiar to me. Nope, never met before. We got along smashingly well. I talked and talked and talked for hours about how this whole book process just shot through me, about a girl who listens to her heart and follows it. So then I go back to my boyfriend's house. My boyfriend, who honestly hit all the marks on paper that I psychically knew would. I knew his name. I knew when I would meet him. I knew where I would meet him. I knew what activities we would enjoy doing together. He fit all those in my psychic box. I find her card at his house. You know her? Oh yeah. I met her at an art show a few weeks ago. This is the artist I was telling you about who's going to be the illustrator of my book. And probably my future wife. So long story short, we dated a few months. And we didn't really have that spiritual connection. So that ended. But Chelsea and I, my illustrator, we stayed in touch. And we discovered that it wasn't time for the project to really come together. But what was time is for her to be my 30-day affirmation partner. Out loud affirmations. She was the only friend of mine who said yes. So, for 30 days actually plus, because she loved it so much, I was manifesting my mate again. I was manifesting the home for me to live in. So I would go on and on about manifesting my mate. Now, it didn't feel correct for me to say my husband or my boyfriend, so I said, my partner. I'm manifesting my partner. I'm open. Universe, I am open. Now, God, Spirit, Universe kept telling me, it's her, you're supposed to be with Chelsea. And I would, kind of say, seriously, God? I don't know, she's in this wild stage right now, and we seem a little different. How is this going to happen between us? And I would also just get into my vibe of, nope, I just want to be normal. I just want to be with a man. I can do that. I can do that. I love men. I just want to be normal. I don't have to worry about telling my family. I don't have to worry about telling my friends. I don't have to worry about being out in Fort Collins where they know me as straight to be with a woman. That's great. I'm just going to be with a man. And then I see the magazine cover of Ellen DeGeneres and Portia. Their wedding photo. Oh no, that's us. I feel their love, they kind of look like us. Oh man, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Cara, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Now I'm someone, I just kind of, let the universe tell me what to do. And so waiting around, went to bed, got woken up at 2:22 a.m. by my angel. Yeah, it's time. You totally need to tell Chelsea. You guys totally need to be together. You're gonna be so much more powerful together than apart. And she's totally ready for this. You need to tell her now. When your angel speaks to you, you listen. Morning affirmations time with Chelsea. Hey! Morning, Chelsea. So, how I love to, I love numbers and stuff. 22 and 32 and 42 and 52. And so the twos mean partnership. I love partners. And so I'm open. I'm totally open. I just love, how we are and what we got going on here. And I've never done this before, but let's just give it a go. Let's just try this. I'm open. Pause. Long pause. She finally speaks. Wow! I am totally shocked. Oh, come on. You knew the whole time. I had no idea. But I gotta tell you, Cara, I actually had a dream about us this morning, and we were in big white fluffy clouds. We were, in the sky and white fluffy clouds, and you were wearing white and I was wearing white, and I turned to you and all this white fluffy stuff was going back and forth and back and forth with us, and then I looked at you and I was like, oh God, I totally have to hug her. And so I hugged you, and I really liked it. And I basically just woke up and I thought, oh dear God, do I have feelings for my friend Cara, who is straight? Number one, never make assumptions. Number two, never say never. She swore she would never want to move back to Fort Collins from wild Denver. She would never want to be in a serious relationship, nor get married. Long story short, she moved into the house that I was manifesting 3 months later. She proposed to me 1 year later, and we've been happily married for 6 years. Number 3, listen to your heart and trust the timing. You won't lose. Number 4, The more you live in your heart, the more flowers will grow. Number 5. Will you accept yourself even when you are called to step outside of your norms of what you know of yourself? 'Cause love